Over the last week, the online community has been mourning the loss of a famous TikTok cosplayer called Inquisitor. On October 9th, 2023, a notification would be sent to fans across the world, alerting people that Inquisitor went live on TikTok, but nobody knew the sudden turn the live stream would go that night. Inquisitor's final moments went viral on every social media platform, leaving many heartbroken. That said, many were left wondering what could have led a seemingly successful influencer down such a dark path. Some speculate that he may have been struggling mentally for months. However, that is not the culprit. There is way more to this. This is a story of greed, jealousy, and manipulation that led to the unfortunate loss of an innocent TikTok creator. Inquisitor Ghost, or @Inquisitor3 as he was known on TikTok, was a rising star in the Call of Duty cosplay scene, building up a following of over 250,000 dedicated followers. Though his online persona was well known, few people really knew the creator behind the mask. His real name is Vincent Plici, an Italian TikTok creator whose passion was bringing the character Ghost from Call of Duty to life through meticulously crafted costumes and videos that showed his commitment to transforming into Ghost. From the iconic skull mask to recreating the tactical gear in perfect detail, he immersed himself in becoming the character. For his 250,000 plus fans, it was exhilarating to watch Vincent fully commit to cosplaying as Ghost and having fun jamming on the guitar. The creativity and enthusiasm he poured into his videos made him stand out, but behind the mask was just a young man living out his love for the game through cosplay. But little did Vincent know, his success was brewing resentment among others in the community. While Vincent was focused on creating content, forces were aligning against him, plotting in the shadows. A plan was underway, one that would end with catastrophic consequences no one could have predicted. As Inquisitor blissfully remained unaware that resentment against him was brewing in the shadows, in September, it would all step into light. A 17-year-old girl contacted Inquisitor, posing as a fan. She showered him with praise, claiming she admired his work and even wanted to marry him. It all seemed like a plot designed to manipulate a response from him so that they could distort it in a way that they want to. But Inquisitor didn't take the bait. He directly shut her down, stating he was not interested in engaging with a minor in that way. The girl's first attempt to fabricate evidence against Inquisitor had failed, but this only fueled her anger and resentment more. For the girl, the rejection stung her pride and now had turned into a personal vendetta. This was only the beginning of a dark road ahead. Her next scheme would cut far deeper, striking at the heart of the person behind the mask. After the initial attempt failed, the girl was more than determined to bring Inquisitor down. It looks like a new strategy was plotted to get closer to Inquisitor and to try destroy who he really was. At first, the girl reached out with a friendly offer to edit his videos. On the surface, it seemed harmless enough, and for a passionate creator like Inquisitor, the help sounded great as it would help him to make quality content for his audience. He agreed, unaware of the trap being laid. The girl began collecting screenshots of conversations with Inquisitor, taking messages out of context. One example was a message where Inquisitor had joked he wanted to marry her. He was simply expressing appreciation for her quick video editing. Proud of what she had done, Inquisitor spoke lightly, not realizing his words could be used against him. I'm almost done, just need the shakes, but I gotta eat real quick. Thank you, honey. You have all the time. You can send it out when you want. Bro, like, huh? I'ma marry you. Over the weeks, AJ slowly gained Vincent's trust, but the whole time, she was vigorously collecting screenshots, distorting conversations, and spreading fake rumors about him being a pedophile. But little did Vincent know what was being plotted behind his back. When Inquisitor got hold of the leaked messages from the editor, he was furious. He confronted the girl and asked what she was conspiring against him. This led to Inquisitor no longer speaking with her. With this perfect opportunity, the girl, along with her boyfriend Tito, who was also a famous TikTok cosplayer, did something no one expected. Armed with fabricated evidence, the girl, her boyfriend Tito, and another co-conspirator, Keegan's Mask, who also happens to be a cosplayer, unleashed their lies onto the internet. They painted Inquisitor Ghost as a predator, claiming he had been inappropriate with an underage girl and allegedly her. These allegations exploded across social media. Without context, people instantly believed the twisted story. A firestorm of outrage engulfed Inquisitor as his name and reputation were utterly destroyed. Though the evidence was all phony, manipulated screenshots from their videos, edited conversations, outright false claims, the damage was already done. No matter how much Inquisitor Ghost defended himself, the angry mob had already passed judgment. As the harassment escalated, Vincent sank into despair. The public shaming had succeeded in crushing his spirit. Driven to the brink by this vicious online campaign, he saw only one way out. When the feed went live, Vincent's fans watched in horror as the scene unfolded. The video revealed a dark, empty room before a glass window in frame shattered. Amid the panic, someone seemed to be performing CPR as another person was on the phone. A person was heard demanding in Italian to call someone for help. Another unidentified person was heard saying he was to them and asking where the are they. Though the intervention came, it was too late. Vincent's father later posted a heartbreaking confirmation, and at just 23 years old, Vincent, otherwise known as Inquisitor, had taken his own life on camera. According to his dad, the relentless harassment had overwhelmed Vincent's delicate soul. As an artistic spirit, he could not endure the dishonor of the false allegations. In Vincent's mind, ending himself was the only recourse against the mob. His dad would go on to write, "He was my angel, the most beautiful soul of the universe, killed by some fake humans that realized themselves only on TikTok. My son was a very original creator. He was a real artist, but the envy of the useless evil people killed him. They organized a fake story about my beloved son. He was so delicate inside and couldn't survive being aggressively defamed. The only way he found to protect himself from dishonor and prove his innocence was his death." Guys, pay attention to this community. Live your real life. I can't believe I'm burying my kid tomorrow for this. Look at his smile. He was Vincent Lychee for all of you. His father laminated the tragic irony that his talented son was reduced to just another cancelled internet personality. Vincent felt death was his only path to prove his innocence, and the harassment had succeeded in killing a bright light far too soon. In the wake of Inquisitor's tragic death, his accusers scrambled to cover their tracks. They had gotten the result they wanted, but weren't prepared for the backlash that was coming their way. The 17-year-old girl, AJ, who was behind the false allegations, came up with a statement. "I want to apologize for what I've done. I didn't mean to hurt him. I went way too far with this. He didn't deserve that, and I know it's too late to apologize, but I hope one day you can forgive me for my stupid actions. I'm sorry to every single one of you. I learned from my mistakes. Please just stop sending death threats to anyone that has been saying anything about Inquisitor." Her 20-year-old boyfriend, Tito, took a different approach by going on a defensive spree of videos, claiming he never actually wanted to ruin Inquisitor's life. He just wanted more proof that the allegations were true. In his first video, he stated, "I'm here to talk about my side of the story with the Inquisitor situation, and here are some messages almost everybody knows about. I'm being accused of wanting to call him out as a pedophile, but understand that I didn't want anything to do with this because it seems like I wanted to ruin life."
I'm here to talk about my side of the story with the Inquisitor situation. And here are some messages almost everybody knows about, and I'm being accused of wanting to call him out as a pedophile. Understand that I didn't want anything to do with this because it seems like I want to ruin his life. I am not here saying I want to ruin his life. All I'm saying right here is that I want more proof to convince myself that he is a ped. That's all I wanted, was more proof that he is what we actually think he is. I did not tell her to lie. I did not tell her to crop screenshots. I did not tell her to edit things. I am being completely honest with you. So basically the reason she went back to talk to him was because I needed more proof for myself. I am a man of God. I don't like ruining people's lives. I never wanted to ruin anybody's lives, and I wanted none of this to happen. That's why I backed down on it. That's why I asked.
Tito made 2 more follow-up videos. In the second video, he was mostly reiterating what had happened, but in the third video, he spoke out against the new rumors circulating about him online. He was distraught that people were now calling him the groomer, claiming he was 20 and his girlfriend only 15. He adamantly defended that there was only a 1-year age gap between them. He emphasized they had started dating when they were both still minors, before he turned 18. He was hurt that people would spread such damaging lies when he had done nothing wrong.
And now, since I'm getting a lot of hate, people are talking about my age and her age and spreading different rumors, like I'm 20 years old and she's 15, which is not true. I just turned 18 2 months ago, and she will be 17 for another 7 months, I believe. So I am not a pedo trying to take down a pedo. I never try to take anybody down, but that's what ended up happening. Another reason people say I'm involved is because when the Inquisitor closed his account about a week ago, cosplayers, and I mean like 6, 7, 8, they all started DMing me asking for the screenshots that AJ was using. So I sent them the screenshots, and that's all I did. They had their own opinions about those screenshots. I didn't say anything else except, here are the screenshots. I did not message them first, they messaged me first.
However, the screenshots tell another story, as it shows Tito encouraging his girlfriend every step of the way, pushing her to get evidence against their target. As the truth came out, Tito portrayed himself as the innocent bystander, just someone operating on factual information given to him. He denied telling her to fabricate or distort anything. Tito's account would then go on to get mass reported and suspended, followed by his other co-conspirator, Keegan's Mask, and Keegan's Mask deleted her account immediately.
What I thought was true, factual information from someone I trusted. At no point did I wish harm against Inquisitor, and it hurts me to hear the news of his passing, but I will not accept death threats, doxing, and false allegations on how I handled the situation. As I said, I acted on what I was to believe was factual information from someone I had trusted and was used. I have taken down all posts regarding the situation, both out of respect for Inquisitor as well as the emerging details that the allegations may have been false. I wanted to use my platform for good, to expose allegations questions to find a deeper truth. I never wanted it to escalate the way it has.
After Inquisitor's heartbreaking death, his passionate followers wanted to honor him and make his long-held dream come true. They started a change.org petition asking Call of Duty developers to add Inquisitor as a playable character in-game. They stated in the petition it wasn't just about cosplaying, it was about embodying the spirit of these characters while creating something unique. The creator of the petition added, Inquisitor had expressed one wish repeatedly in his videos, to be added as a skin into Call of Duty. He even went as far as tagging them in his posts. We believe it's time this wish became reality. His devoted fans knew this would be a perfect way to honor his impact on them. The petition quickly gained momentum, racking up over 14,000 signatures. People shared stories of how Inquisitor had inspired them and brought joy into their lives with his creativity, and how adding his skin into the game would keep his spirit alive. Before long, Call of Duty took notice. Their social media manager acknowledged receiving an official request from Inquisitor's parents to add the skin as a tribute to their son. This gesture meant so much to the community still grieving this loss, though nothing could undo the tragedy. Seeing a part of Inquisitor in Call of Duty definitely brings some comfort. No matter what comes next, Inquisitor won't be forgotten. His legacy will carry on, embodied in the game that he loved. And for those who knew him, it's a fitting way to memorialize the happiness he brought to so many people. You will be missed, Inquisitor. Rest in peace.